What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome back to MatTube, and today we find me in the midst of a 2-week adventure in the Midlands. It was Christmas, which saw me take the trek from Brighton back all the way up north to the Midlands with the Mamiya 7 and 2 lenses. I made a video on this camera a while back and my general impressions were quite positive, but it's easy to say now I'm quite obsessed with it. I was very ambitious heading home with several shoots in mind and really wanted to take a lot of images, but of course Mother Nature had other plans, but we'll get into that later. For my first shoot I planned to walk down this country lane and take photos of pylons. Yes, pylons, those metal things you see everywhere in the Midlands. I think they look pretty cool, so it's time to torment you with some mediocre images. Loading the camera, I'd be shooting T-Max 400 pushed one stop to ISO 800. Okay, well, to be fair, I did warn you, they were going to be mediocre. It's easy to say I definitely had some developmental issues here. I'll get more into it later, but for now we're just going to crop into most of the images and ignore the blaring issue on the top of all of them. I really thought this photo was going to be the first banger of the video, but I was clearly wrong. There always has to be one that's just completely out of focus. How the fuck did I miss focus on a fucking landscape? And finally, the first okay image of the video. You know, it's simple, it's easy, there's a pylon, what is there not to love about this image? Moving on, I trekked up a bit of a hill and got even closer to a pylon, and I was really excited about this composition. Even ignoring the massive black line on the top of all the images, what was I thinking with the composition of this one? This could have been a certified banger. The last one of the roll, coming in clutch to save the entire shoot. This image is amazing and I utterly love it. The layering and the pylon just in the background with the fence in the foreground. What is there not to love about this image? It is so well captured. After the last roll being a semi-failure in my books, I loaded up another roll of T-Max 400, planning on pushing it 2 stops this time to ISO 1600. Really hoping for some better images, and not to foreshadow, I was completely wrong. I'd be heading to my local darkroom in town called Leicester Lo-Fi with some of my friends to catch up and develop some film. For my first frame I found this cool looking alleyway and it's a little crispy, quite crispy. Not looking very good. I would say I've cooked, but the only thing fucking cooked are these negatives. Holy shit, look at the fucking grain. I met up with my friend Badir in Wetherspoons where we flexed our amazing cameras toward the scum surrounding us. Eventually, my other friend Matt and his partner Jan arrived and we headed to the darkroom. This is where we developed the last roll of film we saw, and obviously, like I said, there was some developmental issues. I think there's a mix of things went wrong here. I didn't really agitate the film while developing, and I also clearly did not put enough chemicals in while developing, which led to this ugly looking line, kind of fucking up most of the images. Being at Leicester Lo-Fi, it is such a cute little amazing darkroom. It is co-run by my A-level photography teacher and I absolutely love it there. I will link their Instagram in the description because it's just a fun little place and they have a lot of community driven things going on. Anyway, while at Leicester Lo-Fi, I thought I'd fire off this quick little shot. Doesn't look very good, does it? Ooh! At this point I had 5 frames left in the camera and Badir's Leica had a flash on it, which was looking kind of cool, so we thought we would put that on top of the Mamiya and see what we could take with it. Well, to tell you what we took with it, we took 3 blank images. Turns out there was a bit of paper on the flash connector which stopped the flash firing 3 times, meaning 3 failed images, which was quite embarrassing to say the least.
Yeah. No! What? What? It's on the 6th.
We finally got the flash working with just 2 images left. We took a little portrait of each other. I look terrifying in this. God, I actually look so scary. And Badir, well, he looks like a little cute little guy. Just cute little I also developed this roll at Leicester Lo-Fi before I left, and seeing how baked these negatives were, it kind of demotivated me for the rest of this video. With definitely a lowered motivation, I still wanted to go out and do more shooting because I knew I could definitely cook something up really good. But Mother Nature had other plans. It rained a lot over Christmas. If you live in the UK, especially the Midlands, you would have known. Finally, as the new year started to creep up, the rain kind of cleared up a little bit, allowing me to go outside. So I loaded some Kentmere 400 into the camera, pushing it 1 stop to ISO 800. My plan was to go to some local parks and areas I normally go to, see the kind of damage the flooding has done, and take some images, and holy shit, I fucking cooked. This is probably one of my favourite images of the video, and you know it's my favourite because holy shit, I took it twice. I just love the composition, even though it's very basic, the horizon, the trees, it's very nice. Another certified matte shoot banger, oh my god, this camera is pulling through. After bashing through my roll of Kentmere 400, I was so eager to shoot more that I loaded my first ever roll of Tri-X 400 that I was going to push one stop to ISO 800. With the film loaded in the camera, me ready to go out shooting? I didn't. With the sun already set and it being nighttime, I was very limited with what images I could take, so I headed over to a local corner store and set up my tripod. And let me just say, I fucking cooked. Holy shit, could this image get any better? I'm in love with this fucking image. This is the best I've taken in this entire video. Something so topographic about the first image as well, and just the nighttime image. It actually makes this corner store look very nice and beautiful. I headed to the local precinct and took this quick image of the chippy. The rest of the roll did kind of fall off after that, nothing really peaked those first two images. Finally packing up and getting ready to head home back to Brighton, I was going to have to say goodbye to the Midlands. And obviously here we are right now, back in Brighton, back in the magical B-town, and where I'm talking to you about these amazing images. This video has definitely been a bit of a roller coaster with many failed rolls of film, you know, really only the Kentmere pushing through and the Tri-X at the end. What can I say we've learned from this video? That I'm a chef? That I can cook? That I'm cranking 90s? Clearly I need to do more nighttime photography. Thank you for watching, and Matt out.